Okay, in this video we are going to review an American Firearms Manufacturing Company, Inc. There was a company out of San Antonio, Texas that made guns from 1966 to 1974. They did make two over and under Derringer style guns, but the one they made here is this 25 auto semi-automatic pistol. They were available in either stainless steel like this or blued. They're an 8-shot 2 1/10 inch barrel, which is kind of unusual, guns with hardwood grips. Clear the gun. Okay. Now this is the stainless steel one. It looks like nickel plate, but it's not. It says stainless, and from what I can see on the machine marks on the front of the barrel, it is stainless steel. That's how the machining marks look on that certain grade of stainless. It's a well-made pistol. Okay, it's fairly heavy and fits well in the hand. Okay, I mean, when you pick this up, you know you got a gun. Okay, and the magazine comes out again, that little heeled European style on the heel release, and you get your mag out, which that is high quality. It's probably aluminum, but stainless steel, all metal. Of course, back in the old days, that's the way they made things. So this is pretty much a high-end gun, a little bit different than the Italian imports to different makers. It's almost quite similar to the little baby Browning. I think Boyer was the name of the company that made them pistols. They were stainless or nickel plated, one or the other. I can't quite remember. I remember looking at one way back around 1982, and they wanted like $180 for them, but they were a quality made pistol gun. Even though they're in 25 auto, which a lot of people kind of scoff at, it's not a popular caliber nowadays. At one time it was. It was not uncommon to have one of these small guns, because 40, 50 years ago that was about as good for concealed. If you can cover it with your hand to where you can't see it, it's a pocket pistol, concealed carry, whatever. A lot of the cops used to carry little backup guns in an ankle holster. They were either 25 or 22. But this one here is pretty nice, like I said, stainless steel, which that was unusual. They didn't make stainless steel guns early 60s or late 60s. That's about when they first started coming out with stainless steel weapons. So this gun is, well, a little bit different. I've never seen one like it before. And the company was only in business for a few years. I did find somebody on a forum that had a blued one, and when it comes to disassembling, getting the slide off the field strip, it could be problematic. Because if you look at this in the back here, it looks like your Jennings and Boyers, that design where you just push this back, but that straight thing here, my finger's running down, that's part of the frame. It does work on the same principle, but what it is you have to go to the side on that round piece, and that is what you depress, and then you would depress that in with a thin screwdriver down in there, that this straight tall thing does not come in. It's on the sides. You have to depress that there and then lift this up, and what it does is there's a point up in the front here that's cut out where this pivots off. But the thing is, there's two springs, a larger spring and a smaller internal spring on that thing. If you see it there, it looks like a nail, and that just goes inside the frame to a round hole. There's a big head. It looks like a giant nail with a big head on it. And I mean, what you have to do is more or less to reassemble it is there's only that little end piece, a spring, and a firing pin. A firing pin comes back and catches the sear or whatever, and then when you fire it, you know, it's a very simple mechanism, but getting it back together, you more or less have to hold the slide straight up, compress them two springs, then rotate it down, get it in there, try to push this thing back, and you got to push that back before you drop it down to where it catches on the latch. So it's pretty difficult. I'm not going to field strip it. I screwed around with it for a half hour getting it apart and back together, so that's good enough for me. I'll wait till I have to clean it. But the only controls you have on it, okay, once you cock it, this is the safety. It does have a manual safety. When it is this position, when this lever is up against and parallel to the slide, it will fire. When you push this down to where it is pointing down here up against the that's safe. So safe is down, and when you come up, it fires. Very simple. Has some simple sights there. And I can't remember when I took this off if this barrel is attached or if it's all kind of like one piece. It may be pinned on there. But it is an early stainless steel gun, which were unusual back in the late 60s. I forget when they started getting to where they could machine stainless steel. They got types of stainless steel they can make firearms out of. But that's about the time they started using stainless in guns. Traditionally, a gun like this would be nickel plated. Okay, and that's what it kind of looks like, but that's stainless steel. Let you look at the markings on the side. There. And then because the serial number's on the barrel, it all must be one piece because there's not another number on the frame anywhere. So that's all one piece. And there's the roll and markings there. We'll get this out and shoot it and check it out. But another interesting little older gun, you know, 50, 60, you know, about 50 years old or so. But then again, like I said, well made. You don't see them like this anymore. Hope you enjoyed the video.